Good morning. Okay, so I have a couple things I want to talk about today, and one of them is going to be about this. My food dehydrator. Now this one is a American Harvest, and they label it as FD60. So this is an old one. Let me show you the trays. Now, I don't remember when I got this, but I had gotten it a long while ago, and I sat on it for several years before I said, I'm going to use that and start making beef jerky out of it. So, this is how it came. I think they call it the Snack Master Easy or something. Actually, where is it? I'll be right back. You get to see my kitchen. So here's all the, I keep all of my pieces of paper that come with any item I use. So this is what it came with. This came inside my, my box way back in the day. So I was looking on here, and that's how I know. So it's not this model. And it kind of looks like this model right here with this picture. Because the next one on this list doesn't look like this either, because this one, it looks like it's all on the bottom. And mine only came with 4 trays, like it says on here, 4 trays, a bottom, a top, and then it only came with 1 fruit tray. So I had to buy some more of those. Those were easy to find. They weren't quite the right size, but they fit inside my trays here. So I need to find an FD60. And from what I tell I've been Googling and looking all over the place online for all of the morning so far, and I can't find any that look like this. All the ones that I've been looking at, they do not have this thing here. Now, I thought they would all have that on there, but they don't. So this is how they all stack in there. Yeah, I haven't cleaned it yet, but I only used it on beef jerky. Beef jerky does not dirty your trays as much as if you dehydrate fruit. These get really kind of gross. But I'm hoping that from what I've been reading, apparently they redid the design for these. And some people were writing that their new ones don't quite fit these ones. I'm hoping so, but I have no idea. So I'm a little bit sad because I want more than just 4 trays so I can make beef jerky. Because my daughters and myself really like beef jerky, and 4 trays barely makes a 3 pound, barely makes 3 pounds of meat, which ends up not being much when I have to divide it, but maybe that's just me being bad. I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna go see if I can find some. So yeah, this is what they're supposed to look like on, but I don't know. I'm hoping, let's see. Yeah, on here, I've looked all over on this part here, and I thought I would find a model number. Oh, as I say that, I find it right. Let's see if I can shine it. Well, you can't read it, but anyway, it's etched in right here. So, well, there's a bunch of numbers that I would have to decode later, but just by going by what I got in the packet, I would have to say my version is this one right here. just by going by what's in the packet here, the 60 Express. I mean, this thing works great. I'm not complaining one bit at all about it. I love it. It's not overly loud. You know, it has a sound, but it's not like gonna keep me up all night if I run it all night. Like when you have to dehydrate fruit, you know, you have to run it for many hours, so you're eventually going to run it while you're sleeping. But I have not had issue with that. So along with the dehydrator, since I figured that I'll just lump it all into one, I have mentioned in several of my videos before that I don't have a kitchen scale, right? I put it all in a plastic baggie. I go downstairs to my scale in my husband's bathroom. For some weird reason, I don't really want it in my bathroom. But anyway, I go downstairs, so I weigh myself without the baggie of beef jerky. And then I weigh myself with it, and then I do the difference. So I was at my brother's over the weekend, and we went out on the water and had a great time. And that night, he went out and he bought me one of these while I was helping make supper. So now I have a digital scale. I thought that was neat. I don't know how to use it. If I were getting one, I would have, of course, went all analog, like the one where you see the scale go beep, beep, you know. But digital, you know what? This may be fun. I'm going to have to try it out. So, thanks to my brother for giving me this. It's just one of those things that I kept saying I wanted to get, but I never got around to doing it. But I'm hoping. I kind of missed out on all my garage sales for the year. It's kind of hard to do those because my husband does not like going garage sailing, and I love going garage sailing. And I was hoping I could get, you know, go on a garage sale and hopefully find somebody who's, you know, getting rid of their dehydrator. But of course, if I did that now, I probably would give, you know, if I found a dehydrator at a garage sale and it worked, I would probably give it to my brother, because I gave him some beef jerky that I had made before we went on our trip, and he said he really liked it. So, I mean, of course, I made it, and it's, you know, awesome. And just so you know, this is the brand I like using for beef jerky. Where's the brand name on here? Oh yeah, right here. High Mountain. High Mountain seasonings, I guess. And beef, let's see, jerky, cure, and seasoning. So yes, it comes in 2 things. And it has a little sprinkle thing, but I don't use that. I'm kind of lazy like that. Anyway, that's what I use for seasoning. And my kids really like the hickory blend. I've wanted to adventure into that company has lots of lots of flavors. If you like, you know, if you want peppered, or if you want the sweet versions of beef jerky, which I don't personally like the sweet versions of beef jerky. But, you know, if you do, this company makes all sorts of flavors. And I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just a housewife who uses their brand and loves their brand. So yeah, I was hoping I could find another one. And apparently this thing can go up to 12 trays tall. Now that would make a lot of beef jerky. And I let it sit over here on my stove when I'm dehydrating, because it's out of the way over there. Of course, beef jerky doesn't take long to dehydrate, usually only 5 hours for me. Now I haven't looked and seen if you do dehydrate with a larger stack, do you have to like rotate the product in there after like an hour or 2? I have no idea. But anyway, probably don't. You probably don't have to do anything with it, just the way it's designed. But I'm hoping, I'm going to go here to Bed Bath & Beyond, which they're not my sponsor either. I'm just a housewife who goes shopping places. But anyway, I was looking online to see if I could find where I can buy some more of these trays. Now, I guess the newer trays have a different design. So I'm hoping that if I do buy, because they are kind of expensive, the add-in trays are really kind of expensive. I would like to add at least 4 more so I can have a stack of 8. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to get a bigger bowl. I'm gonna have to use my big bowl. So when I cut my meat, oh, and I cut my meat. I don't think I showed it in my video, my last video where I showed my beef jerky, and then I had talked about my seasoning mix, and I have to drive way over on the other side of town to get it because Fleet Farm is on that side of town, and I live on the north side of town. But I cut some of the meat kind of thin because I had, the meat I had was in the freezer, and then the night before I pulled it out. So it was kind of thaw, but not really. It was still half frozen. So I was able to cut it thinner, but my kids said, Mom, you made some of the pieces too thin, which they didn't prefer. So, and I was cutting them maybe that thin, maybe that thin before it was dehydrated. So of course it got real thin. Usually I cut them about, I'm not sure what that is. Is that about 2/8 or maybe 2/16? I don't know. I'm not a ruler. I don't, I don't measure. I just cut. But anyway, they said I cut a couple of the pieces too thin, but well, that means it was homemade because I'm not a machine. I can't cut at even all the time. But I'm going to really enjoy using this. Yep. So thank you, brother, if you watched my videos. But I don't know. My next project, I would like to get some more trays. Although I will have to figure out where I'm going to put them, because right now where I put my dehydrator, it just barely fits in one of my drawers where in my hutch. So anyway, all right, I've already been babbling long enough, so I am going to end this video for right now. So you have a great rest of your morning, and I have to wait till 9 o'clock before I can go. Before I could go to Bed Bath and Beyond. I keep wanting to call it something different, but anyway, to Bed Bath and Beyond. They don't open till 9. Oh, it's one of those stores that you have to wait forever. So if you're an early riser like me, you have to wait until places open. So it's kind of annoying. But anyway, okay, you have a great rest of your day, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!